All right, this is Ray Hayden here, and you should be looking at a screenshot of my web page at this particular time. I'm using a program called Record My Desktop, and this program allows me to use my computer, and as I'm using my computer, I can go ahead and record what I'm doing at the same time. And so this is my right now page on the website. There's a picture of me with beard. In my other videos, you have a picture of me with razor stubble and no beard. And I wanted to make a point here is that this is the first year law students examination section. And these are the various pages that you can go to look at stuff. And the one thing I really want everybody to know about is the first year law students examination video page. And this is the video page itself. I already have a couple of videos loaded up here, and thankfully for you, you won't have to be seeing me stand in front of the camera for the talking headshot for most of the rest of the videos, because I've been looking at however I could do it to make it so you don't have to suffer. Anyways, these are some video clips that I've tested out to see. Like this one here with the little cat's eyes that kind of light up. Let me show you what that is. My background is a black cat, so with that, I'll just open him back up. These are some video tests that I did. The out is and the OGV. The OGV is a file type, and it's a video type. And the MKV is a video type as well. It's a transcoded video from this one here, but both quality of these videos looked pretty good to me. And why transcode it and go through an extra step if it already encoded once? So I decided to go ahead, and I'm making an out video right now, and in doing so, creating a test for how to work with demonstrating to you my one sheets. These are the materials I created. I last tweaked them on 8 June 2014. This is the torts one sheet, which if I scroll down to the bottom of this page, you will see is page 1 of 16. All right. Now, there are just 16 pages in all. And if you're looking at these words up here, you'll notice that these are all issues and sub-issues that we're talking about. This might confuse you. This might make you nervous. And I don't see any reason why it should, but it might. But if we go down to the one sheets, the definition sheets, you're going to see quite a bit of the same. In that, you're going to see torts definitions, and this is page 1 of 5. I should have 2 of 5 on the next page. There we go. And 3 of 5, and so on and so forth. So that, and then each page says what page number it is of the total here. And then the torts definitions, page 3 of 5 would be here. So they're kind of, you can't lose your pages. It's nice if you can 3-hole punch them and throw them in a binder to use. That's what I did. And as you can see here, there's not a whole lot to them. All right. And these materials, I would suggest, will do you more harm than good if you don't have the explanatory videos that I'm creating to go along with these. So I think that this is the most powerful weapon that you can have in slaying the beast that is the first year law students examination. I think that without it, a lot of people have passed. But I think that they had something that was quite similar to this that they ended up creating themselves. And with these materials, you will have 98% or more of all of the required issues that we must be able to identify on the first year law students exam. I'm not going to go into whole details about this sheets right now, about the one sheets or the definition sheets at the moment, but what I'm going to tell you is that I am going to make another video that will go over all of the fine details and actually kind of teach you what every bit of this and where it comes from and why. So that'll be a longer video, and we'll have fun with that. And I think that you should watch it and enjoy it and get the best use out of it. This is a website for, if I click on it, it's going to actually go somewhere, so I want to do that. But this is, I was looking for something to help me transcode these different these different files back and forth because I really wanted to make a video out of it to make a tile. And I was trying to find that program right off the top of my head. I think I closed that program, which is called Hayden Live. But anywho, the fact of the matter is, we're talking about the one sheets and the definition sheets here. And the link would be live now, and you'll be able to see or download these materials and take a look at them. Keep in mind that these materials are designed for two purposes. The first purpose is that they be easy to memorize. If they're not easy to memorize, you're really, up the creek without a paddle, shall we say. If you can't deploy them rapidly on the exam, which is the second primary purpose of these materials, then you're really up the creek without a paddle, because then you'll be sitting at the exam and you won't know a thing, and you won't know how to pull it up, out of memory very fast. So I just want to keep you abreast of the fact that I created these materials for myself, and I fully intended to be able to memorize 100% of these things in very short order, and I did. And I also created them to be in a very rapid thing to deploy on the exam. And I will demonstrate to you just how fast this can be done. And I'm going to tell you that when I passed the exam in October of 2014, it took me less than 7 minutes to have 100% of the issues I needed to have in front of my face in order to pass. I'm also going to tell you that on every single exam that I took, the second through sixth exam, okay, on every single one of those exams, I had 100% of what I needed to be able to pass in front of my face. So there was another reason why I was failing these essays, and I'll address that in very fine detail in a video that I discuss on how I actually ended up passing when I was absolutely positive that I had failed the exam. I ended up passing it. So I'll go through the fine details of that in another video, and you're really going to want to watch that one, because it's going to be vital for your understanding of why people pass and why people fail this exam. I want to touch on one thing here. This is the YouTube page. This is my YouTube page, and these are the different videos that I set up. And by the way, if you see the background here is the gray background. Behind the gray background, which is actually folded up and placed on top of a cage in this video here, the audio test one, there's an exercise bike and some weights in there. So now you know what's behind the mystical magical wall when I'm sitting in the studio doing it. Currently I'm actually sitting at my desk, and I have that new microphone that I purchased for this purpose. But on here you'll see there's the orange cat, and that's my hand. He's snuggling my hand. This is the link to my ETE website, which is Education, Training, and Experience. Let me go back to that for a second. That's the name of the website. All this JD stuff, all of this is on the Education, Training, and Experience website, and it's for personal and professional development for the betterment of society. So you can kind of guess where I'm coming from here. I want to see people pass this exam. So with that in mind, let's jump back over here to the YouTube site. Now, this is my channel, Ray Hayden. Now, this is a subscribe button. As you can see, there's no need for me to subscribe to myself, so this is kind of blurred out. Yours is going to be a bright red under this picture of the cat. But under here, we have the support this channel button, and that is going to be blue. If you click that button, this is what's going to happen. You're going to see another picture of the kitten, and you're going to say, this should be me and this should be you, or some kind of a substitute picture for you. You can support this channel with $1, $5, or any other dollar amount that you so choose. I'm going to cancel this right now, but you should continue through and support this channel. And the reason being that I wouldn't expect anybody to start supporting me right away on this is because this is the video now, finally, that will release the one sheets and the definition sheets so that you can have them. I still wouldn't really expect a whole lot of support rolling in just yet, because you also need to know how to use these tools. And that's what the next videos are going to be all about, how to go ahead and make use of these tools to give you the most, to make you the most prepared you can be to pass the first year law student's examination. And that's my goal. I really want to help people pass this thing, and I really want to see a much higher pass rate than 20%. I think it's ridiculous, and I think it's not sustainable, especially when we're sharing this information with each other across the internet. So, pardon me. With that, stay tuned for the next video, which is going to go into more details about the one sheets and the definition sheets. And I'm also going to go into covering a variety of materials that you can use to help you perform better and not only understand these things better, but also perform better on the exam and hopefully in your law studies as well. So with that, I'm going to take a break here and see if this video uploads and looks professional enough for my purposes.